Yeah.
As of right now. There we go. Oh, I can hear myself coming out of the speakers. That's crazy. In terms of starting my splits, will it happen the moment someone does this? I'm so sorry. Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to my Super Mario 64 speedrun. My name is Logan. I'm here to do 70 stars. This is the Let's Play version of the game. Just kidding. But I'm going to reset the game, and we're going to go straight into the run, considering we're a bit tight on time. Let's just go straight into it. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Huh.
Mario.
So far, world record pace until the actual game starts. Technically, it will be until I start moving Mario. But the idea behind 70 stars is basically this is intended to be the glitchless category of the game. So to normally beat the game, you need 70 to get up to the third Bowser and actually finish it. Because speedrunners are a bit cracked, there's plenty of glitches. You're going to see a lot of stuff happening. The first two things we're going to do is Logaaaaan64 skip. So this old mate here, he is going to stop you if you land on the wrong part of the bridge. I'm going to try and avoid that. Then we're going to go straight in and do the first trick called bomb clip, which is also, you'll see exactly what it does. But I've never done this before, so apologies if this comes out a bit rough, and it's live. So you know what? No resets. We don't need that. We'll be okay. All right, moment of truth. There are a few points in the run where hopefully I'll be able to lock in and do something really cool, but for right now, let's go for Logaaaaan64 skip. We're not going to read that text. Nobody here is concerned with what Logaaaaan64 has to say. Unfortunately missed it, but that's okay. In a speedrun, this would lose you around 6 seconds. The estimated time to beat this is an hour, as you guys can see on screen, but I'm very confident we'll go into time. Now that I've said that, watch this all go terribly. Alright, here we go. All looking pretty good. This level, there are 2 stars we need to get, but the first star we're going to get, we can't get the second one until we have wing cap. So if you press C down and C left when you enter, the camera looks like that and you can hold dead straight. So because it's a 3D platformer as opposed to the original Mario Bros and things like that, you want to try and prioritize keeping as much of the movement, there we go, bomb clip, beautiful, as possible. 69 stars to go. Feeling pretty good. But yeah, so anytime you can just hold one direction, ideally you will save time because you can get the fastest momentum possible. You're going to notice after every star, I'm going to be scrolling down to continue, don't save. Because we're playing on Nintendo 64 console, it saves a bit of time. It lags for a second or two the moment you do that, so that's a little bit of time save. I've been speedrunning Mario 64 for just under 3 years at this point. And we're getting another trick right now called slide skip. So to get the secret star in this, you need to beat the slide in under 21 seconds. But if you do this, you can skip the entire slide and hopefully not bonk. Beautiful. 13? 12-9, let's go. Okay, and that is the first one. We're going to go and hit twice, but that's the first one done. And now we're going to enter Womp's Fortress. So if anybody here has watched a Mario 64 speedrun before, this is the unanimous place where people go and reset the game a lot. So we're going to try and, obviously we can't reset, but we're going to do our best. The first trick we're going to go for is Owlless, which is an owl that exists in this game to lift Mario into a cage. But I'm a speedrunner, so I really want to avoid that. So let's go and see if we can avoid the owl. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are playing on the American version for a 70-star run. This is actually faster, the only category where it is faster to run American than it is Japanese. Oh, unlucky, that's okay. We have a few attempts to get this one going. It is a very particular trick. Let's go. Okay, very nice. Huh. The second, I'm just going to try and explain this as if people have never seen a speedrun or want to learn about it. Owlless is now done. We're going to go for a trick called Cannonless. Again, a cannon would be used to get this star, but if we hit a specific angle on a wall, we can do it without it. I'm going to go for a world record strat, and if we miss it, we've got a backup, but... Oh, unlucky. The backup for this is called Wild Blue, and again, you would need a cannon, but if we just do this, it's been avoided. Excellent. Okay. We'll go for Cannonless again. The way Cannonless actually works, because it looks like he runs at a wall and you'll grab a star immediately, when you're holding onto any ledge, the shape of Mario, his hitbox actually goes up. So if he touches a ledge even for a second, he will actually touch where the star is above him and then drop to the floor. So to do this, you want to basically, you want to approach this area, and from here, we're going to grab everything we can. Thank you, Mario. Love your work. We're going to be going to a particular point on this plank, right about, I would say, here. Hold up, hold directly down. Let's go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, after this there is a particular order we're going to be doing these stars, mostly because there's a tower that spawns in this level, and once that's in, because we're playing on console, there's a ton of lag. So I'm going to do 100 coins, which is exploring the entire level as quick as we possibly can and getting essentially every coin except those two along the way. Apologies, I am, believe it or not, incredibly nervous, so I'm doing my best. Here we go, we're going to head around here. There's nothing too noteworthy apart from just the movement for here, so if there's anything or any donations or explanations for the charity, if you'd like to go reading that now, that would be fantastic.
Sure. We have had a $15 donation just come in from Hugh. Says Pone Cancers, please. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, just a reminder, we are raising money for Game on Cancer today, so any donations you put in either in person at the event or over our donation link will go straight to the charity.
Beautiful. We're going to be rounding up the end of this right now. We want to try and hit that piranha plant, because if we double back down, if the RNG is good, we get a few extra coins. As you can see, it unfortunately wasn't. So we'll head down here. Anytime Mario does a rollout and then leaves a leap and lands after that, he never takes full damage. So it's pretty handy to know. Okay, bang on 100 coins. Excellent. And from here, we've already spawned the red coin star as well, so cheeky too. The difference between Japanese and American is when you grab any secret star, 100 coin star, the prompt to save comes up immediately. So it's something to remember so you don't lose time for no reason. The next star we're going to approach is... Oh, I can read this. I'm so used to running in Japanese. It's nice to know the star level. This is Tube Off Worms block. There's nothing too incredible apart from just getting up here as quick as you possibly can. Because the boss is a little bit of a joke, which you'll see in a second. If you ground pound at a certain time, you can clip through the entire boss. So here we go. We'll give you a spiel about how scary he is, and then we just simply go through him the entire time. It's nice and easy. I'm trying to line up so I can land near where the star spawns or on it, but time will tell. There we go. Nice and quick. Okay, I think I've landed on the star. Beautiful. Okay. Whew. There's only one more star. This is one of the only levels in a 70-star speedrun where we're going to get every single one in the run. So from here we'll head in and get top of the tower. Pardon me, top of the tower. We now have 8 stars, which means we can technically go and fight Bowser, but there's a couple of things we want to do before that. So we'll head towards the top of this tower. Now I'm going to try and skip a section of it with a triple jump. Beautiful. All right, and we'll try and land on the star as quick as we can. Oh! And I stayed calm. Oh my goodness. So Worms is now officially done. We're going to head out of here, do the slide again. We're aiming for any time, just beating the slide as quick as we can, but again, anything with a 12 next to it is great. With a 13, it's a little bit sad, but we'll get over it. We'll head up here. And now from here, we will do the same trick you've seen again, but hopefully a tiny bit faster. So we'll head directly over. And you obviously can't see the input, but I'm holding forward as much as I can. The slides do depend on what angle you are holding. So if you're holding down, he will go faster, backwards slower, etc., etc. And looking pretty good. 12-9, excellent, consistent. Love to see that. And we'll go for a ground pound here. If you ground pound under any box, you'll grab the star the moment you land, except for that time, because I'm live and I thought it would be funny. And we'll go for wing cap. You'll notice the camera's a bit weird here. Once again, a familiar theme on console, there's a bunch of lag. So if you change the camera right at the start, you can avoid some of it. We're going to try and do the wing cap coins as quickly as possible. We'll go down to get a bit of speed, and just basically fly around. This is, as a child, I found this star incredibly difficult. Controlling Mario wing cap is kind of you know, it exists. Cool to say it exists. And to avoid a text box here, so when you touch the win cap, it's going to tell you, you've activated the win cap, would you like to save? But if you do that, you can avoid it completely. Okay, we have nearly finished most of the lobby here. We're going to go into Bowser in the Dark World. This is one of the most, in my opinion, demanding levels of the entire game, just because the movement is very tight. But we'll make our way through and we'll see how we do. We want to get 8 red coins in the first 2 Bowser levels. Once we're up and we have 70 stars, we don't have to worry about it, but with good movement, it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to go for something called Shigeru Cycle. So if we can not take a burn here, Loving Life, and then from here, try and not make a mistake. Looking pretty good. We should be okay. We just sort of... Excellent. And now from here, any slope you're going up to, you can triple jump up it, which is great, as long as the 3rd jump is on the slope. We'll head across here. Oh my goodness. Looking pretty comfortable. We're going to head around here. It does look very daunting, but once you've done this a few times, it's not too bad of a level. We can do 2 long jumps here, skip a section of it, and then go straight up. Beautiful. And hopefully not die. Okay, thank goodness. That is essentially the Bowser level done. We just got to not get Goomba'd there. So RNG was on our side, which is great. Most of this run doesn't depend on RNG. So a lot of stuff will stay the same most of the time. But right now we're going to switch controllers. As you can see, I have 2 controllers in front of me. And you don't want to spin a normal Nintendo 64 stick like when you did Mario Party, because it does ruin it very quickly. So I'm going to go for 2 spins, miss the bomb, get a bit sad on the inside, but that's okay. And now from here, we're going to grab the moment he lands. And there we go. First Bowser is now done. We can head downstairs, but because it is 70 stars, there are a few more we want to grab. There is a fun glitch if you ever play on the Japanese version. If you go first person and look around, his head will stay in the position, but in America they did fix that. So Bowser is now complete, which is great. We're going to go back to Bob-omb Battlefield and do the 1 star we couldn't do earlier because we needed the win cap. Now, when you approach this door, if you approach the right-hand side of it, the camera doesn't zoom in, and it allows you to hold the direction the moment you leave. Little things like that, small time saves, are what makes a 3D run, especially Mario 64, considering how old it is, so intricate. We're going for a trick called Sky Jump right now. So we want to, again, avoid cannons. We're not a big fan of cannons this run. Use the wing cap, and then climb up here. Now, if I don't make a mistake here, we can get right up to the star. 1, 2, how do you do? Excellent, there we go. That's good, that's a bit of time save there. And from here, we're going to now leave. Everything in Bob-omb Battlefield is done for 70 stars, and we're going to go into Cool Mountain. Now, I'm going to explain this one before, because this trick is very, very specific, and I hope I don't die, for being honest. But we're going to go for wall kicks will work. There's 2 ways to do this. One is guaranteed, and one is a bit risky. But considering I have an hour to complete the run, I don't want to make it entertaining. I think we'll go for one that's a little bit risky, which might lose us a bit of time if we miss it. But I'm going to try and use his momentum here and do a wall kick to get me down to the section I need as quick as I can. Okay, okay. I'll just line it up. Excellent. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Whew. Thanks, guys. This feels so strange to do this, like, live. Obviously, people here do speedrun the game, and they do it online, but it's very different being in front of people, so I appreciate you all here enjoying a bit of Mario 64, because I enjoy it almost daily. We're going to do the Pingu star here, where we return the penguin. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how it works, but we will just skip all of this, hold it. If you're sliding, you won't drop him, and he has now been returned, which is great. The 3 stars here that are very quick are wall kicks, this one, and the slide, which again, you'll see a common theme. We're going to skip a bunch of the slide as well. That one is not nearly as difficult. It just relies a couple of counter tricks. And whenever you're doing this level, regardless, if you press C left when you first enter the level, you save a bit of lag. So as you can see, he fell very smoothly there. I'm going to do a triple jump, go straight in, press R, and now if you long jump right into the corner, slide off this, and then go down. The slide has been skipped, which is great. and we can leave here and go for 100 coins. Now, that one in normal speedruns is one of the most difficult, 100 coins, but we're going to do it anyway because, again, why not? You only speedrun once, said nobody, because otherwise you'd never get any better. So we'll approach that now. There is a trick we're going to be doing at the start of this again, where we're going to go right next to a tree and not touch it. That sounds very strange, but if you jump near any one of these, Mario goes, whoa, and he'll grab it. So if you go C right, Mario camps you down. Beautiful, we've skipped that. And now from here, you want to slide down, grab a few coins, and we're going to do the slide yet again. So people here are unaware, there is I assume it's a dad penguin who exists in this level, and he will race Mario whenever he can. So we're going to take advantage of that and try and do 100 coins and the slide at the same time. Now from here, we'll go up here, grab a couple of these, and pray we don't make a mistake. Here we go. You want to race me? I absolutely do, buddy. And now, because I've grabbed a few extra coins, we have a few we can miss. In a normal high-level run, you have, I believe, only 1 coin in the entire slide you can miss, but we now have 3 because I figured I was live and I'm very nervous. So we'll head down here, 55, 57. He will rubber band. So if you guys are familiar with that term, the faster you go, the faster he goes. 82, 3, 4, 5, do a little jump. And now from here, we're going to win the race and then turn around as quick as we can and try and grab that star so we can go back and meet him. Beautiful. If you jump too early there is a big risk that penguin will just push you off. You can grab the star, but he'll still push you down into the death plane. So I'm glad we avoided that. You beat me, that's crazy. Thank you, buddy. And we're going to head out of here. This is now the entire lobby complete. We're going to head downstairs. Oh. Now, one of the most common things in, I suppose if anyone has played Mario 64, is the rabbit. He was a lot of fun to catch. I remember spending hours trying to chase him in the basement, and then after a while going, I give up, this is too hard. But there is a good lineup we can do to grab him immediately, and then we're going to go for a trick called Pillarless. Now, Pillarless is very hard, it's a very high-level strat. When I first started speedrunning, I believe there were less than 200 people that could do the trick ever, but now the game has exploded in popularity, which is great, and we're going to try and, hopefully, beautiful, grab Mips, we're going to go for it and not make a mistake. Thank you for the star, my good sir, and we will head straight into Shifting Sandland. Again, going with the theme of not saving at any time. If you've done an essentially perfect run, you can reset at any point and actually go again. So, Pillarless is grabbing this bomb right here, re-grabbing it, holding down right, sliding down on this twice, jumping again, ground pound, jump, oh. Now if you miss it and don't unalive, which is obviously lovely to see, there are a couple backups. So there is no cause for concern here. We'll go for a very simple one, which is just on top of this pyramid. And we have obviously 3 attempts because there are 3 stars in this area we need to get. The setup was good, but unfortunately missed a bit of the angle at the end. So continue to say, let's go for it again. The re-grab is pretty difficult, but lining him up to get to the pyramid so he can clip inside is very tricky. So take 2. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Now, we're going to leave that alone because we don't need that, and we're going to do talons. So there's a bird in here called Klepto, and if you're aware, it's because he's a bit of a kleptomaniac, and he did steal the star. So we can head up here, very simply, take it off him, and then hopefully land on the star. Beautiful, okay. This will be the final chance to go for Pillarless. The nerves are increasing, but we're doing okay. And if we miss it, there is a backup. Every good run should consist of a backup. It's very rare for a speed run, except for Ocarina of Time, to have one where if you make a mistake, it's GG's. So. Okay, okay. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Nobody is concerned. Excuse me. If you run up to this line and ground pound, he should take you straight through. That is the 3rd time. That is amazing. I have never seen that in my entire life, and I'm glad it happened live. So if you do make a mistake, you can go back and attempt it again, but for consistency's sake, we're going to go and open up the pillars, which is no big deal. You would think wing cap is faster, but the shell, if you're on any angle, if you increase the amount of hops you do, you can actually increase the speed. So we will head down here. Now, if you do approach these with too much speed, you will break the shell. So if you climb up the corners, it slows him down a little bit, but he maintains it over here. We'll head straight over, open up the pyramid. Try not to touch it. As it's spinning, it can launch you off the level completely, so we're going to avoid that tasty lag. Thank you so much, console. And we will leave Shifting Sandland. Unfortunately, this pillarless, but there's a lot of tricks in here that we're going to be able to make up for it with time. There's only 2 levels we're going to do before we leave here with 30 stars and then come back. This one is called Logless, because there's a log to do red hot log rolling, but with the wing cap, which we unlocked earlier, it makes things a bit more convenient. So we'll do that. We'll jump over here, do a triple jump off this arch, and from here we can hopefully just slide off the edge. Beautiful. Okay, great. Whew. Everything in here except the 100 coins we're going to be doing. Like I said, the only level we do entirely complete in this run is Lob's Fortress, just because of how fast it is. But here we'll go for red coins, which is a nice safe one. From here, if you long jump, you can go from here and then just get all the coins on this puzzle. The strat you'll see in World Record, believe it or not, saves you about a second of time. So if you're not confident and this looks like something you could do, I'd say this is one of the easiest stars anybody who's starting out can do for a run. And from here, we're going to work our way towards Bully and then Bullies. The only thing different with this sort of things is the routing. So we're going to head directly towards both of these platforms as quick as we can, starting with Bully the Big Bully. Now, if you're taking a look at the bottom right of the screen, you can see the camera. It's got a picture of Mario with a down arrow. Camera angles are incredibly important in this game. If you notice any run, you're going to see that little character changing from Mario to Lakitu and a few others. Hopefully we can get a triple jump here. Save a lifetime, thank you so much. Don't really need the platforms. And we will now go for Bully the Bullies. Now, the strat for this seems very similar, but we need to get 3 bullies off. We need to get 3 bullies off the platform and then go for the big bully. Now, there is a strat, hopefully, to get them all at the same time, which is used in world records. I'm trying to show off as much of that as I can, but let's see how this goes. You'll notice that jump dive off the bottom there. If you're holding a Z and press A and B, you can actually jump dive off a lot of slope surfaces. Lovely work, Mario. Unfortunately, you've made a bit of a mistake. And we're okay. And whenever we can, we're going to try and go for the star before it spawns, so we can save a bit of time there, which is great. There's only 2 stars to go in Lethal Lava Land. This will be both inside the volcano. Now, the setup of the camera here is quite important, so we can make sure that we, again, get as much speed as we can, but head directly inside. So we'll do normal Mario Cam. Head around here. Now, if we spam the camera button here a little bit, we can dive straight in, not touch a ledge, which is great. And we'll go for a trick called Lava Boost. This is this lava waterfall to the left of me. We're going to try and boost up it and not climb the entire volcano. He's unfortunately eaten it, but the good thing about losing a life either in the pyramid or inside this is the moment I go back into the painting, we're going to be straight inside the volcano. So we got most of the setup there, but a little bit of an angle issue. We'll go for it one more time. It's happened twice, that's unfortunate. We will climb the volcano here just to save time because I'm a bit concerned, but we'll go for the elevator star right now, just to make sure we can actually get one quickly. Consider it time. So if we boost up here, we can avoid the first elevator completely. Do a triple jump there, and if we side flip, he can grab that, and hopefully, good setup. Okay, we're going to go for again the last star in there. We will climb the volcano. That is done in 120 star. Because the way to complete all of the stars in this is to get 80 outside and then 20 inside. So we'll again do the setup, a bit of Mario Cam, make our way towards the center. Now if the camera lines up just great, you don't grab a ledge, but a small ledge grab there is still great time save. And we will head up the volcano as fast as we possibly can. bearing in mind that falling down is very detrimental, of course.
I hate to interrupt, but there's a few people in chat that are worried that you might have forgotten Big Boo's horn. Is that just a different route, or is that...
It's a slightly different route, but that is very much a great thing to call out. And I will definitely make my way back there for Big Boo's horn. We were going to do that just before we head down to the second Bowser level.
Awesome. I wasn't sure how worried to be based on all the conversation there.
That is totally okay. Thank you so much. It is honestly not a bad thing at all. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So the last 2 stars before we can head to the door are in Big Boo's haunt. Now you can either run all the way back, which does lose a bit of time, but if you just save and quit, we can make our way back to the lobby. Normally you would just do them on the way, but like I said, a little bit paranoid, so I'm doing my best here. Let's make our way towards Big Boo's haunt. Now this actually unlocks when you get 12 stars onwards. To access this area. As a child, I wondered why ghosts appeared. I was very concerned, but we'll be getting 2 stars in here, 1 on the balcony and 1 in the library. We'll go for the library star first. It's nice and quick. And that text box will only appear after the 1st star. Very simple. Normally you would go and open a section of the library to get there, but it's Mario. He loves to jump around. The second one is on the balcony, and we're going to go for trying to get it the moment we... what's the word I'm looking for? The moment we start attacking him, I'm going to follow him around to try and get up there as quick as we can. So we'll give that a go right now. We're going to go from here. Now you can do a few different options, but I'm going to try a wall kick again to get over here. And we'll make our way straight up to the top as quick as we possibly can. I would like to try and turn the camera back to Logaaaaan2. Hold up right here. Ground pound, run around, give him a punch. Long jump onto the roof. And now I should be landing right up next to the star in a second. Okay, thank goodness. Now we have 30 stars. We can go to the second Bowser level and also Die Docks. If you're familiar with 1 or 0 star runs, this is one of those areas where you can save or lose a lot of time if you're running on console, because this is one of the heaviest areas of lag in the entire game, but there are only 3 stars we need from here, so we're going to go straight down into here. Now, there's a lot of things that people may or may not know about Mario 64. One is when you're underwater, especially in this section, holding certain camera angles does reduce a lot of the lag. It's a common theme you're going to see, but console is the most competitive. You might think if you run it on the Switch or you run it on an emulator, it's a great experience. Any way you can play the game is beautiful, but the most competitive, considering Japanese people cannot get copies of the Virtual Console and Wii U, which is the fastest, unanimously the community decides to run this on console, which is a little nice homage, considering they're one of the ones who got the speedrun section kicked off. Now from here, that was chests, nothing too crazy here. We're going to do the star on top of the submarine. Now, there are 2 ways to do this. We're going to go for a trick called front sub, which requires 2 inputs the moment you land. Frame perfect. While I do a bit of swimming, if there's anything else that you want to go for in terms of donations, by all means, go for it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that. We have had a handful of donations come in while we've been going through this awesome SM64 run. We had a $100 anonymous donation. Put that towards setting the trainer name in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green to the letter I. Now, I'm sure Worcester will be very happy with that. We've had $50 from Dead Guy Drives, says Go Logan, and $10 from Yoshi. Not sure what's faster, this man's speedrunning or this man's narration. And I don't know the context for this, but P.S. My Rufflecopter goes soy, 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 soy. I'm guessing that means something to you.
It's a really old meme, but yeah, TTS is definitely cursed with that a fair few times. We just did front side, which is great. The final star in here we're going to go for is the Manta Ray. So if we swim through this nice and quickly, we can hopefully spawn it right in the middle and save a little bit of time. Now there is a concern if you swim too fast there, you will miss some of the rings, so it's better to take it a little slower there to make sure that if you miss one, you have to wait for 2 whole rotations, 2 extra rings. The second Bowser level here is very demanding for movement, but again we're going to get the 7 red coins as quick as we possibly can, hopefully not missing the level, which we will start as of right now. Now, this is one of the only levels that requires you to double back for coins. So you're going to see us here, get the first one, try and get the long jump here, grab one of the pole, excellent. And there's one directly under the elevator. So if we do this, grab it, make our way down, grab this red coin right here. We now can go back and the elevator that we've moved up will be back down there, which is great. Triple jump, going to save a bit of time. And we will head directly over, thank you Bully, to the platforms and get the one which is on this elevator. There is a trick called Early Ellies to get up there with a lava boost, but unfortunately I don't know that. So we'll head up here, and in 16 star this is a great quick level, very short, but with 70 star and 120 of course we want to explore most of this level as quick as we can. We'll head over here. Grab this, and get the last one right up here. And if we burn just right, great, okay. Grabbing this one, normally you would approach it from a different angle, but we want to save time, so go as quick as we can. And we'll be heading towards the second Bowser fight. Now you would think that after the first one, he would have learned something, maybe an extra strat, something like that. Rumors say he can teleport and blow fire or whatever, but I don't think we'd give him a chance. We're going to grab him as quick as we can and send him straight into a bomb. We have once again switched controllers to make sure that we can save the stick, because again, I don't want to have to replace this controller. Now if you touch him and turn around and press B, you can grab him. So as long as you've touched his hitbox once, you can then, if he's facing you, press B and do a bit of grab storage. Beautiful, nice and quick. And from here we're going to be heading upstairs. Okay. This is the second and only other 100 coin I will be doing in this run for Wet Dry World. There is an alternate route where you would do 100 coins in TikTok clock, but for brevity's and consistency's sake, it makes a lot of sense to just do an extra quick star somewhere else and climb the clock as quick as we can. So Wet Dry World is one of the levels where the water level is dependent on how high you jump into the painting. So there are 3 water levels, and I want to get into the bottom of this so I can make sure that we can do most of the stars in here. So we'll go for a trick called double box break, see if we can set it up just right. Unfortunately we didn't, that's okay. And from here we'll head around. Honestly, I believe when starting 70 stars is one of the greatest levels because it teaches you a lot about how Mario moves, which is obviously very important for speedruns in general. And from here, the only real issue with this is, apart from doing 100 coins, we're going to do secrets at the same time. So we'll never be doing just one single star because we want to try and save time wherever we can. So we'll head around here, open up the secret, hopefully not get flinged. Beautiful. Do a triple jump, avoid a ledge grab. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to see the camera angles change a fair bit. That's totally okay. In this area to avoid as much lag as possible. Opening up those boxes, of course, does slow the game down a moment, a second or so, half a second, but we spawn the first one. Now we're going to head our way to grab the rest of them on a very particular route. So if we go here, so for some reason, touch the sign a whole bunch, which is great. Throw this guy off, and we should be leaving the bottom section with 96 or 95 coins. Oh, beautiful. from here. Again, the rollout to not take full damage. Spawn that 100 coins. And if we can angle it right, we can touch that second star from here as well. So it won't save. We'll make our way across here. And if you change the camera just before he touches it, he'll face the wrong way, which is a very useless trick, but it's fun to do. The next one we'll go for in here is called... it's the elevator star. I normally play the game in Japanese, so I don't know all of the star names, which is a bit embarrassing, but it's not necessary. You don't need to learn about the game to speedrun it, you just need to be able to do the run itself. So we'll make our way up here. You want to activate this elevator to go down because the star is trapped right at the top, so a bit of concise movement. We'll change the camera there to avoid some lag because it's at a very, very big, expansive level, and hit these wall kicks, hopefully. Beautiful. Oh. After this, there is only a couple more in here. One more in here, which is, we'll be entering the painting a bit higher. So the quickest way to get to top of the town is with the water level slightly higher and jumping off this guy and sending our way directly across. So we can line this up just right. Cool, okay, nice. From here, wet dry world is now complete. We're going to make our way over to Tiny Huge Island. I never realized how much I rely on splits to know what's going on until I did this run, but that's okay. We're still doing pretty good. I'm not sure how we are for on time, but actually no, we're doing okay. We're totally fine. I'm going to go for a trick here called 5 Secrets. It is not anything too outlandish, but it's a lot of crazy movement in here, but if we make this, we can go across here. I grab that, it's totally fine. We had a little peek inside the level there, but we'll pretend that didn't happen. It's a perfect game with nothing wrong with it. And if you miss that, there is a cheeky triple jump you can do right here. Make our way to the top. Oh. You would normally press a switch, make our way over there, but... we made it, thank goodness. Okay. That one's a bit nerve-wracking just because of that last jump. Thank you, that was very, very kind. Hopefully you guys are learning a little something about Mario 64. There are 2 more stars here. We'll go for the secrets one. I will try and clip through the island because it is kind of weird. I like any trick you can see in a speedrun where you don't know what's happening. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know why, but little thing. So if I line this up just right... Unfortunately, we have missed it, but there is a little bit of cool movement right here. You'll notice whenever you do this run, or if you play the game normally, the camera's going to go crazy the moment you touch this plank, but if you get the camera nice and close, it won't do it, which is great. Make our way up here, and grab the second star. The third one is pluck the piranha plants, which you'll see a little bit of a roundabout movement, but it's mostly just to remove lag. Because once again, it's the most precious commodity I have, and I'm trying to preserve as much of it as I can. So we'll make our way in, and hopefully get this done in one go. So we'll change the camera right at the start, head towards some Mario Cam, try and get straight in here without touching anything, beautiful. And now, we want to spawn 2 at the same time. 1, 2, wait for the first one to disappear, so this one spawns, do a speed kick, go around here, do a side flip, and then go to Mario Cam, because these guys spawning actually creates, believe it or not, a whole bunch of lag. Okay, Tiny Huge Island is now done. We're going to make our way towards Tall Mountain. This has a very interesting trick where we have to clip through the mountain to try and climb it as quick as we can. So we're going to go for that twice, but first let's speak to Toad, get one of the hardest stars in the game. Beautiful, okay. Nice and easy, no mistakes there. We'll grab this and we'll head straight into the other level. And we will go, ideally with no mistakes, you clip through the island just twice. So we'll go for the first one right now. Mario Cam C down, a jump kick, C left twice, jump dive, turn it off Mario Cam. We've made it through the island, which is great. We'll go for a wall kick. We've made it, which is great. We'll go straight up to the top of the entire mountain. Thank you, Mario. And that one is done. Great. One more to click through, and then we can relax for a moment. For a moment, we can have a breather and do some nice, simple stars. So Scale the Mountain is now done. We're going to do mostly the same star again, but heading towards the waterfall. Because it has another star. We'll go Mario KMC down. Little jump kick. Low jump. Make our way through. Beautiful. Now this wall kick is the hardest part, so... Okay, that is good to see. And we'll make our way up to the top here. Do a little kick. Okay. That's nice to see. We'll go for red coins. I like working my way from hardest to easier stars to try and make sure that if there is time loss, I'm aware and I can accommodate my run for it. So we will head in and go for red coins. One of the coolest looking stars in my opinion, just because of how much we can make Mario move, so we'll head our way over there as quick as we possibly can. These are a little bit anxiety inducing, but hopefully we don't fall off them. Beautiful. We'll make our way up here using that same Z trick from earlier to make sure that we can do a jump dive instantly. And make our way all the way to the top and maybe land on the star if I've lined it up right. Excellent. Okay. Whew. From here, there is only two very, very simple stars. I would recommend, if you ever want to do this at home, a nice simple way to do this is to line yourself up with the box. Which I'll show you in a moment. There is a mushroom right here, which you can see directly in front of Mario. Thank you. There's a Goomba too, apparently. We'll make our way over here. And to do this pretty much every time, watch this fail now. Every time you want to put Mario in the center, C left twice, hold left, hold right, and make it up here. Very easy. I'd say give it a shot. If that is too daunting, there is one more we can do, which is much, much easier. This one is... going to be done in a moment. I don't know the names of the stars, I apologize. But we're doing okay. From here, you want to head towards this corner. You think, oh, there's a life, I know about this, but if you just jump off into the abyss, he'll get sent up, which is great. And from here, a nice simple jump. A nice easy star. There are a few, I believe, when you look at how they're done, it's like seeing how the sausage is made. It's not too bad, but I feel like we're looking okay here. We'll head into Snowman's Land and get the remainder of these stars here. Now this is the fastest star in the entire game. This one right here. Normally people save it for star 100 in a 120 star speed run, but as you can see, it's very simple. It's very easy. If you use that triple jump strat and an instant jump, you can make it up there. We'll now make our way to the top of the snowman and get the star up here as quick as we can as well. This one has 2 or 3 different ways to do it. You can wall kick off the penguin, and this is the one, if you remember, where I've played it in the past, where you would lose your hat. So you want to try and avoid that because Mario with no hat actually loses a lot of time in a speedrun. So we line the camera, make our way up here. Excellent. All right. The last 2 in here, one is another bully star. It's a very common theme here, but this one is a lot less daunting than the first 2, which you'll see in a moment. If we just see left right at the start, we can make our way directly over here. And if you land while diving, he'll slide. Infinitely nice and easy, and we can land on the star as well and make our way out of here. You want to be leaving here with 52 or 53 stars. So we're going to leave here with 52, and I will actually do TikTok clock and 100 coins, because there has been another star. Oh wait, we'll find out in a moment actually, I apologize. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll go for World from the Freezing Pond. You would normally make your way around the entire level, you bounce off one of these spinning guys, but with a bit of speed running and silly kicks, we can make our way directly here and grab the star instantly. And save a little bit of time. And the last star in this section is going to be red coins, which is a very common theme you're seeing across these. Some of these are very quick to do, some are slow, which is why they're not in the run. For example, in Big Boo's Haunt, they're too far apart. But here, you may have seen this trick moments ago, but we're going to do it again and make our way up here. Do a little triple jump, And instead of grabbing the box, we want to go to this shell, open it up, keep our momentum, and make our way across here. Anytime he's on a slope, hopping does speed him up, so we will try and take advantage of that wherever we can. After we miss it, we can dump back around, which is great. For the last two. And a little known fact that a lot of people don't know is if you're ever on the shell, if you push the Z button, it deletes it. You remove it completely. So if we do that and slide, we can make our way to the star. And we can now leave and make our way downstairs to finish Hazy Maze Cave and get the rest of the stars. So upstairs is now done. There is four levels of this castle. We have basement, lobby, upstairs, and tippy, which, believe it or not, is the tippy top of the castle. But we will get to tippy right at the end, save the best and hardest for last, and make our way across here. Now, the second time you encounter Nips, he does move a bit faster, but using the same setup here, if we do the long jump and do everything just right, we can grab him straight away. Beautiful. We're going to make our way into Hazy Maze Cave. Another nice. There's a few stars in this which are pretty free. We will go for a very easy star in a moment. You may have seen before in upstairs, but we'll do it again because obviously we want as many as we can get. And if you wait for Toad's vest to appear, you don't accidentally punch him, which is great. Because a lot of speedruns you see, people walk up to him and just give him a right hook before you get the star. They are very difficult. There is one more insanely hard star just like that, which we'll do later in the run. Now, if you press C right when you enter this level, it lines your camera up just right. I'm going to go to something called triple box jump, which is doing a triple jump to jump over a part of the level and go out of bounds. And if we miss it, there is a backup called Christmas Miracle. Believe it or not, the names are a bit unusual, but this is called Christmas Miracle because when it was first discovered, people didn't understand why jumping from here and landing on this switch actually worked, how it didn't just there. But so they thought it was a miracle, so it was called Christmas Miracle. But we've discovered that later it depends on how high you are landing into the water, but it's not as fun. I like living in wonder. Now we will attempt triple box jump again. If not, there is a very simple 2, 3 backups for that. So, like I said, learning a backup to any star is very important.
Mind if I read a couple donations while you go through this again? Fantastic. We've had $5 from Thick GMO24. We're getting a cheeky 120 star after 70 stars done. I don't know if we quite have time in the schedule for that, sorry. We've got $15 from Insane Ability. Says, AusSpeedruns Hype. Go, Logan, go. $10 from Cool Nerd Girl. Says, happy not birthday, Logan. $10 from Kokiri. Puts it towards the Baby Rosalina for the Mario Kart World's character incentive. Thank you very much for that. As well as a couple of no-comment donations. $20 from Rave Digger and $75 from Akrell. Thank you so much, everyone, for your generous donations.
Beautiful. Love to hear that. Supporting a good cause is always great, so it's nice to see people come together for that. As you guys saw, we did triple box jump, which is great. The last star right here is going to be called Emergency Exit, which we're going to normally do by jumping up to the right, as you saw a moment ago, but we'll do it a bit saucily, and we're going to do a wall kick and get straight there to save a little bit of time. If you've ever seen any of the world records, you'll see Green Saruji, the person who holds the record for 5 out of 5 categories, use a towel to wipe sweat. I understand why that happens now. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3. Wall kick. Excellent. Okay. From here, we've now completed basement, lobby, and upstairs. We're going to go straight to Tippy and enter Rainbow Ride. Now, this is one of the most infamous levels in the game because a lot of it, if you fall off, you don't just land somewhere else. That's it. You leave the level, you've got to go back in. So we'll save and quit. We'll make our way directly up to the top of the castle and go for some Rainbow Ride. You can clip through this wall. Again, a very small time save, but very easy to do. We'll make our way directly to the top. Now, when I said this is the glitchless category, BLJs, which are the most famous speedrunning trick maybe ever, but mostly in Mario 64, are banned in this category. So even if you do it where it's not needed, your run becomes invalid. So doing them forwards up the stairs is totally fine because it doesn't actually increase your speed more and more. And now we're going to go for a trick here called Lakitu Bounce, which hopefully we can land on this Logaaaaan and get up to the top. Oh, he will just hit me. That's crazy. That's okay. Did not expect that little collision there. The way to manipulate Logaaaaan does depend on how you move through the level, but because we've missed it the first time, it's too risky to go for it again, so we will do the backup, which is making our way over here. If you do this backup perfectly, you only lose 2 seconds, but if you do this without the way I'm doing it, you can lose about 50 or so. So we'll go with something a bit riskier again. Make our way across here. Oh, the backup. Excellent. Love to see it. You can grab that ledge, but if you miss it, landing on those doesn't lose you time, which is lovely. Now, the small movements in camera there are to try and remove a lot of the stuff that's happening here. There is 3 more in here. Red coins, but we'll go for the risky ones. This triple right at the start, honestly, is very nerve-wracking. Just because if you miss it, you do die, and you have to go for it again. But you've got plenty of lives, you've got plenty of time, and hopefully plenty of stars in a moment. Make it across here. Beautiful. This is called tricky triangles, mostly because these triangles are apparently tricky, but if you do a little bit of nice movement, like so, we can make our way across here, do a speed kick, and grab that. Red coins and swing in the breeze. So there is a pro strat for this we're going to try, where we instead miss a lot of level and make our way, take a bit of damage. You'll see it in a moment. If we miss this, again, unfortunately, it is a death, so I'm praying we don't miss this. Make our way down here. Now you can actually do a side flip up here. This is the death part. Oh, thank goodness. And we're good. 1 more star to go in Rainbow Ride. Oh my. This last one is red coins. Much like Lethal Lava Land, they're all grouped together. It's just making sure you can nail the movement. Much trickier than Lethal Lava Land, but same premise overall. So we'll try this triple jump, which is full of anxiety for the final time, hopefully. Beautiful. And make our way to the top of this section. With a triple jump, you can avoid climbing up the normal way. We'll go from here, do a wall kick, make our way across, cancel the dive, and if you hit a wall, you don't take fall damage, which is great. And that is now Rainbow Ride, hopefully, no-fully complete. Great. The last technical level in this game, when I say technical, I mean like it's a level. The Bowser level doesn't really count for 70 stars. It's called Tick-Tock Clock. So we're going to make our way into here at the right time to stop the clock so we can get 100 coins and do Stomp the Thwomp. This one is very much complicated, but it's great to watch. So we'll make our way up here, change the camera a little bit, change it again, move our way up here. We only get 6 of these 8 red coins, because if we spawn a star, it'll waste a bit of time. And line up the triple jump, just right. Oh, that wall kick, if it doesn't grab, there is a backup right here that we just hold up, right, make our way over here. And we're going to try and make our way through the pendulums. Luckily, they're stopped, so we have a little bit of grace there. Goodness gracious me! And we want to grab these and wall jump off an invisible wall. Most of the time, these are here to hurt Mario, but if you know where they are, they can be helpful, which is great. Make our way all the way up to the top. Now we want to grab the coins in here. You'll notice a lot of Mario pivoting. If you run and then turn around, you can do a side flip, but if you change the direction, you can do it at any angle you want, which is lovely to see. Go up here, grab these, and hopefully not invisible wall. Love to see it. And make our way to the last 10 coins right here. You want to drop down so that way you can instantly ground pound, unless you've got a side flip. And we want to get to the top of the clock as quick as we can. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that is the longest star in Tick-Tock Clock. Stars, technically, and they are both done. We're going to make our way into the clock and try a trick called Flippies, which is great to see. So if we enter the clock between 6 and 9, it'll be moving very fast. So if we do this, we can avoid some of the level. If you miss it, that's okay. Just die a little bit on the inside, but we keep moving. Now, there is, because the clock is moving, obviously there's a little bit of extra difficulty, but it's nothing too crazy. It's nothing Mario can't handle. We're going to make our way towards the pendulums right now to get one of the ones that is furthest away, all while trying to keep as much momentum as we can, keeping height where we can, hitting the wall where we can, and, excuse me, camera. People often complain the camera in this is the hardest thing to do in the game, and they are not wrong. It is very much a unique beast. We will try flippies multiple times. Apart from the fact that it's cool, it does save an incredible amount of time. And if we miss it, we just climb our way up here. So if you press C down and C right at the start, wait for some dust, start your triple. It should look like this. Flippies. Whew. Okay, great. That will only be tried one more time. Again, just to climb that part of the clock as quick as we can. It will add up the time overall. As long as you get in there between the two, it will work. But we'll try it again. Got most of it, but unfortunately, Mario said not today, which is totally fine. Sometimes you just not in the mood, that's okay. You can show off the backup movement here, which is very nice. You want to avoid that platform that pops out because it will send you into the abyss and make our way across here. And from here, there is only red coins and a cage star. If there's any donations to be read, well, it means I would say now is the time. If not, we can finish the run up pretty shortly.
Absolutely. We have had $20 just come in from Mrs. Logaaaaan64. Says, most handsome speedrunner I've ever seen.
That's my wife. That's beautiful.
I got that impression, yeah. No, good luck with the rest of the run, though. I know stayed very technical all the way to the end.
Speaking of very technical, we're going to make our way to this cage box star. Now, if we just hit these wall kicks just right, we can make sure that we get up here fairly quickly. Instead of climbing on those, we set the camera up, jump dive, roll out. We can make it here. And the final star is red coins. Again, all grouped together, nothing too crazy. The biggest risk when doing this star is that if you fall down, obviously you just have to reclimb the flipping bars, but pretty confident we can do this and make our way to the final Bowser level where it gets really intense, but really cool. So we'll make our way across here and get the almost last star. I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking, this is only putting you at 69. Are you missing a star? But we have saved the hardest star in the game for last. Just bear with me, we just make our way across. Thank you so much, Mario. And TikTok clock is now complete, which is great. Whew. We'll make our way over to our best friend, who for some reason likes to just hold on to stuff for you. Really impeding saving everyone, but that's okay. We won't hold it against him. And that is now, in a moment, 70 stars. That little text box tells you we've now gotten enough stars to approach Bowser as intended, as Nintendo wanted you to beat the game. So we'll make our way up there. If you spam long jumps, it's pretty fun to do. It doesn't really do much, but it's cool. And we're going to try and avoid the red coins for the first time in a Bowser level. So there's a few risky jumps here. This one right here. Oh, that's okay. There's a triple jump over here. Beautiful. There is now another jump to get onto these platforms, which is okay, but a speed kick, which is this right here. Beautiful. Of course, little things like that save time. And we're going to go for a trick. Actually, what time are we at? This is called left side skip. Beautiful. Oh, fantastic. That skips like a third of the level, maybe. Just lovely to see. And we can finish out the run right now by heading towards Bowser and hopefully hitting 3 throws. No invisible wall, which is great. If you roll out in this a little bit of wind, we can save some time and make our way, switch controllers, and finish the game. Whew. Every run that gets close to a PB can lose it at this part. which is, you know, not good. If we've touched the tail, press B, you grab him. There's one. You can re-grab him with a jump dive. There's two. And the lag isn't very crazy. It makes the third shot much harder to hit, but hopefully we don't make a mistake. Sure, great throws. Love to see it. And from here, he will admit defeat and give us... You would think the star counter would go up to 71, but spoiler, this isn't actually a star, it is Peach. There we go. Thank you so much. Hey, 58, that's not bad. That's a pretty good time. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I wasn't stressed. Thank you guys so much. This has been lovely. Thank you everyone for supporting. And I believe that's it. Yeah, I'm good to go. Fantastic.
Thank you so much for that one, Logan. That was a fantastic SM64 run. Next up, after a quick little bit of setup, we've got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with Relentant. This will also be the end of my time on the host desk, so I will, yeah, I'll sign off here.
All right, just a reminder, everyone, we are AusSpeedruns. We're currently raising money for Game on Cancer. Game on Cancer is a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research to make this the last generation to die from cancer. If you'd like to donate, we can take manual donations at the desk. We also can take them online at donate.ausspeedruns.com. All right, everyone, we're about to get underway with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, a bit of old culture being done by Relenton over here. So we're going to get stuck into that. Just before we get into it, we do have a donation match going on at the moment. So for the next $1,100 or so, every dollar that you want to donate to the cause gets counted as two for the price of one. At that point, I'll give it away to Relenton.